ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Utes will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now, getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. Thomas back to pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Utes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Can't get him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Thomas back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. The 40, the 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Thomas looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Swings it out to the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st down. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Sends it back in motion. Thomas back to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Back to pass. The short hands, it's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions in.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Utes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
turns on the Jets. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Plows through the defense. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Joyner. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Hudson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wilson to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team was down there to corral it. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's open on the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It'll be 3rd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side...